From Dior signing a mega deal with Johnny Depp, to the brand always choosing to support him because of his fans, Johnny Depp just signed a $1 million deal with Dior. The actor's had a rough few years, hasn't he? And just when it started to seem like everything was over for him, Dior doubled down on their relationship with the guy. You see, folks, when everything was going wrong for the actor, the French luxury fashion house and cosmetics giant stood by Johnny Depp, no matter how choppy the PR waters he was in. And now, the brand has shown that it's ready to support him even more than it already does. Because according to sources, Johnny has signed a deal worth roughly around $20 million with Dior. Now, here's why this is important. You see, folks, fragrance deals aren't like the others. They're usually not worth as much as clothing or bag deals. So this is actually quite a huge deal, considering that it's the largest fragrance deal in history. I mean, the second highest fragrance deal was only worth around $12 million. That's when in 2012, Dior hired Robert Pattinson to serve as their spokesperson. And hey, remember, this was 2012, when Pattinson was a big deal. Even freaking Brad Pitt didn't get as good a deal. He just got $7 million to promote Chanel No. 5. Cause folks, here's the thing. Most A-listers with fragrance deals usually pull in around $2 to $4 million a year. Like, take a look at Chris Pine's deal with Armani as an example. It's valued at $4 million over 3 years. So, for Johnny Depp to secure $20 million is actually a big deal. And of course, why wouldn't it be? Their partnership has been going on for a long time. Johnny Depp has been the face of Dior Sauvage since 2015. And while Sauvage might be one of the best colognes out there, the truth is, Depp is the reason it sells so well. You see, on social media platforms such as TikTok and Twitter, Sauvage is known as the fuckboy fragrance. This in turn has led a lot of young men to purchase it, to, you know, smell cooler. And of course, one of the reasons why it has that image is because of Depp. The Pirates of the Caribbean star has an image as a wild rocker, and that's exactly what the company's ad campaigns have leaned into. However, in 2020, their partnership was in trouble. Dior faced massive pressure from activists to drop the A-list celebrity, because a UK court ruled against him in his 2020 libel suit. The suit was against the infamous tabloid The Sun, because it called him a wife-beater, talking about his entire situation with Amber Heard. But here's the thing. Since he won his case in the United States, his image and his marketability have improved quite a lot. Because folks, you see, the case was public. So people from all over the world could and did watch it. Not only that, but it also became one of the most reported cases in history. As soon as he won, Dior Sauvage's sales absolutely skyrocketed. Part of the reason for that was that a lot of Depp fans made emotional TikToks talking about how everyone but Dior left him. Bernard Arnault, CEO of Dior's parent company, LVMH, and the richest person on the planet right now, himself admitted that one of the main reasons why this cologne has been a remarkable success is the image of Johnny Depp. And that's not the only Depp W. In his 2022 case against Heard, the 7-member jury found that Heard was the one who defamed Depp. This meant that she now had to pay him $10 million in compensatory damages. And she also had to pay him $5 million in punitive damages. However, the state later capped the punitive damages at $350,000. The thing is, the jury pretty much claimed that Heard's 2018 op-ed claiming to be a survivor of domestic abuse was false. On top of everything, Depp's new deal coincides with something else that's really important for him. The new deal comes at an interesting time for him, because in May 2023, the guy had a super high-profile showing at the Cannes Film Festival. He was present at the world premiere of Maïwenne's historical drama, Jean de Berry. Not only was he present though, but he's also actually playing King Louis XV. Then, on May 17th, he attended a Dior dinner, and then he headed back to London. When he was in London, he attended the Jeff Beck tribute, where he performed alongside Ron Stewart and Eric Clapton. And just when you think things can't get better for the guy, they do. Here's the thing. The guy is directing a movie for the first time in 25 years. The film is called Modi, and it centers on the life of Amedeo Modigliani, an Italian artist. On top of that, the cast is pretty freaking amazing. I mean, it features freaking Al Pacino of all people. Now, as far as the Dior pact is concerned, it could open up more avenues for him. The problem is, while Dior stuck by the guy, nobody else did, because of Amber Heard's op-ed calling him a domestic abuser. Johnny Depp's accountant said that he lost around $40 million from December 2018 to October 2020. That's a lot of money. Now, Depp was paid $22.5 million after being cut from the 6th installment of the Pirates franchise. He would have made more money if he hadn't been cut. And then there's the fact that he was passed over for pretty much every film role and endorsement deal. But now that this super lucrative Dior deal has been negotiated, this could mean that other studios and companies that have been hesitant to work with the guy could maybe start hiring him again. Now, all the brands did drop him and refuse to work with him again, but Dior stood by, right? If you think about it, that's really not all that surprising. Because what you've got to remember is that that's literally the nature of their relationship. When Johnny Depp first became the face of the cologne in 2015, the ad that was launched portrayed Native Americans in an extremely racist manner. Of course, as expected, it was criticized by everyone quite a lot. But then, in 2020, there was another ad for Sauvage that was problematic. Well, not really. Okay, here's what happened. During the hit British show, The Great British Bake Off, fans were shown a cologne commercial featuring Johnny Depp. Now, what you've got to remember is the fact that this happened before his case against Heard in the United States, but after he lost his libel case in the UK. In that case, a judge ruled that the wife-beater allegations by Amber Heard were, quote, substantially true. That's when a spokesperson for the Advertising Standards Authority stated, "We have received 11 complaints about this ad, with the complaints believing that Johnny Depp shouldn't be in the ad due to his recent case." And in fact, in that case, he was asked to pay the Sun £630,000, roughly $780,000 US. But hey, that shouldn't matter, should it? Because here's the thing. Depp was paid around $3 to $5 million for that ad. And this is when everyone thought that it was time for this relationship to end. So, there's this guy, Mark Bukowski, and he's kind of a big deal. He's a PR expert who has worked with Michael Jackson and American Express. The reasons I mention his credentials is because he said, "I think it would be sensible for Dior to sever links with Depp." And the fact that the brand didn't listen to him either was a big statement. According to Bukowski, anything can be stopped at the push of a button, so it really didn't make a ton of sense that Dior kept its deal with the guy. But hey, there's still a side that really supports the guy. Since the ad was put on, Depp fans started using the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp. His fans even posted messages of support for this deal, with one user stating, "Johnny Depp is still the face of Sauvage because Dior aren't idiots." Another user gave Dior a shout out, stating that this brand is the only sponsor who hasn't turned its back on the guy. One fan even talked about how he was going to definitely get a bottle now to show his support. And guess what happened? After the nasty tabloid called him a wife-beater, internet searches for Sauvage actually went up by 23%. And you know, Dior wasn't wrong either. Because the thing is, it can't just look at one territory. It needs to be looked at all over the world, not just in the United States or the United Kingdom. So, from Dior always choosing to support Johnny Depp because of his fans, to Dior signing a mega deal with him, this was everything you needed to know about Johnny Depp's mega deal with Dior.